Welcome to Beyond the Surface with Gregory Turner, a talk show where conversations aren't just discussions, they're journeys to understanding and healing. Here, we dive into the deep, often unspoken struggles that shape our lives, uncovering the moments that paralyze, and creating plans that pave the way toward freedom, empowerment, understanding, and victory. It's already within us. Join Gregory Turner as we go beyond the surface.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today, I want to talk with you about something that's so very important. I think a lot of us, we tend to ignore it, but this is something that cannot be ignored. Mental health. Mental health. I just got off the telephone with a mother. Her daughter plays college basketball, and her daughter was being mistreated at the school. And the mother was hours away, hundreds of miles away, I think 8 hours away. And she was afraid for her daughter because her daughter was just being mistreated and going through a really rough time. And because of the mistreatment, the mother feels that the daughter needs mental health care. And that's so important that we pay attention. And I'm so very proud of the mother to seek help for her daughter. And I'm thankful for the daughter to even tell her mom what she's going through. So I'll definitely keep her in my prayers. But it triggered something in me that I needed to come on. I know I don't have a guest today, but I wanted to come on to just share some information, to just talk about how serious this mental health thing is. And I don't want anyone to take it lightly that, oh, I can handle it. I know you think you can. I know you think you're supposed to be in charge of everything, but you're not. You're human. We all get weak. We all get tired. And we all have feelings. This situation reminds me of someone that I knew. I used to have a contract with the sheriff's department where I would teach classes. And I met a student in my class. He was different, though. He was different than a lot of the guys that were in the detention center. It wasn't that I felt that he was better than anyone. I'm not saying that, but he was different. And when I got to know him inside of the jail and know him outside of the jail, I mentored him for a while. And I learned that this kid had everything in the world that he could have. He had the cars, he had the motorcycles, he had take trips. He would go to Miami for weeks at a time. His family had more money than they could ever spend. And while he enjoyed his life, there was also a void in his life. And as I got to know him a little bit better on a personal level, we talked, and he told me that he didn't feel like his parents loved him. Although he had everything he could ever want, I heard him call his parents saying he wanted a new car. They said, pick it out, call, let us know. We'll pay for it. So it was things like that he could just do whenever he wanted. The sad thing is, all that money, those materialistic things, it didn't fill him. There was a void. And shortly after he got out of jail and was getting his life back together, his dad passed. And he told me that his dreams, he was trying to get himself back together so his dad could tell him that he was proud of him. Didn't happen. So he started coping with other things, drugs, pills, just crazy stuff. Because he knew that he could never hear his dad tell him that he was proud of him. And I asked him about his mom. He said, well, yeah, just even if my mom would say it. I don't know the strain on the family. I don't know the dynamics of that family. But I do know that this kid was suffering. And I lost contact with him briefly. And when I did finally hear from someone, I kept calling his phone and his mom answered. And she told me that we buried my son 3 months ago. And Because of the mental health, he didn't want help. He didn't feel that it was that bad. But I knew that he was going through something. And I tried everything in me to say, listen, let's call someone. Let's reach out and get someone. Let's talk with someone. Now I'm fine. And I'm reaching out today because I don't want that to be you, the one that's listening to me. I don't want that to be that little girl that's grown up into a woman that was molested or mistreated, or that little boy that was mistreated or molested. I don't want that to be you. To get to the point where you're burnt out, you're tired, and you physically say it, I'm tired. That's a bad place to be. And when you're at that point, you definitely need anxiety and depression. Those things are real. And we don't need to ignore them. And the fact that you're asking for help does not mean that you're weak. Please don't ever think that. Asking for help is a sign of strength. Asking for help is you taking your life back. That's a beautiful thing. You've made up in your mind that this is it. I'm not going to continue suffering behind something that I had no control over. There's a beautiful thing that we're all given. It's called forgiveness. We can forgive others that hurt us. We can forgive them. And when you do that, it's not a sign of you being weak. It's a sign of you being strong. It's a sign of you moving on with your life. Because there's so many women that are married, that aren't married, that are struggling. Like those bad things, that trauma that that person experienced at a younger age is definitely controlling their life. And please understand this. Whatever you dealt with as a child, you are a winner. It wasn't your fault. You forgiving someone is the start of your own healing. I know you said, well, that person did this to me. I was too young. I want to get revenge. Whoever hurt you, they're not thinking about you. I know as hard as it is, they're not. And what we want for all of us, for every person that's suffering, there needs to be a time for you to heal. And what you could do today, you can reach out for help. There's always someone out there that you could talk with. There's a 24-hour, 7 days a week hotline out there that you could talk with someone about your situation to get the help that you need. It is so very important that you do this because you're not the only one suffering. Trust me, your family members, they see it. They're watching you, especially your children. A lot of times our children and our family members, they pay more attention to what we don't say. They pay more attention to our actions rather than what we say. So please know that I came on because I was thinking about you. And I want to give out some phone numbers. And I please, if you're going through something, reach out. If you're whatever coping mechanism you're using, please stop. Please stop. I know it makes you feel good, but the problem is still there. Let's reach out and let's do it the professional way. If you're taking sleeping pills to make it through the night, please stop. If you're drinking alcohol and smoking and popping pills and doing whatever, please reach out. Let's try something different. Because as you wake up, that problem is still there. Now, am I saying that problem will go right away when you speak with someone? No, but it helps. It educates you on what you're supposed to and how you're supposed to feel and how you deal with things. Trust me. Oh, I know you're praying. I know you said you're going to wait on God. You're not going to anyone. The same people that went to school could be the ones that God is sending in your life. So make a decision to stop this pain. Make a decision to take this mental health thing. Let's take these problems head on. But let's do it in a way that people are educated, the ones that are in the professional field that can help you. I want to give out two numbers. The mentalhealthhotline.org is the site. Their number is 855-416-5655. 5373. They're open 24/7. Again, you making a call does not mean that you're weak. It means that you're taking control. You're taking your life back. You're taking your power back. You're exercising your purpose for your life. And I know there's a lot of stereotypes out there when you start making these decisions to call. And I want to speak to my people that look like me. We know the stigma behind going to the doctor for mental issues. We don't like it. We say, oh, I'm not doing that. I don't want any and everybody in my business. I don't want to talk to all these different people. They don't know my culture. They don't know my race. They don't know our struggle. Well, there's a number for that too. If you want to talk with someone that look like me, you can call 988 Lifeline, or you can go to their website, 988lifeline.org. There's someone there that will help you. You don't have to go through this alone, and trust me, you're not. Every one of us, every day that we wake up, we're either coming in something or coming out of something. It's always something going on. It's always some issues. It's always something, some kind of challenge or struggle, but you don't have to face those things alone. I spoke with a mother today. She's tired. She's tired. She's going through some issues. She went through some issues as a little girl. She's tired. My advice to her was reach out and get professional help. She didn't say much about that, but I know she will. She's going to take me up on that. I know she will. And the thing is, a lot of this thing, it's not her fault. A lot of things happened when she was a child. A lot of things happen to a lot of people when they're children. And you couldn't process what was going on. And of course, we all know about the family secrets. That uncle, that brother, that someone that hurt you. And the family kept it a secret because they didn't want others knowing what was going on with the family. They didn't want that embarrassment. But you as a child, the innocent one, you had to bear all of that pain, all of that guilt, all of that for all those years. And the person that's supposed to protect you protected the other person that caused you this. And as a child, how is it possible for you to process the things that you're going through, the things that you went through? And some of us are still dealing with that now as adults. So it's very important. Reach out and get the help that you need. We all have a purpose in life and we're all trying to live that. And I know that this is hard for a lot of people. They don't want to talk about it. They say that it's opening old wounds. Those old wounds that never heal. You reaching out and getting the professional help that you need can bring closure to that thing that you're hurting from. And there's so many different stigmas and stereotypes and barriers behind this. I don't have the money to pay for this. You may not need it. The 24/7 line is free. You also can check with your job, the EAP program, Employee Assistance Program. Check with them to see what's available. Or if you don't feel comfortable talking with someone at your job, seek private care. Do something because you are your biggest investment. You are the models for your family that your children are looking up to. And when they see that you can't forgive, then they're not going to forgive people that do things to them. And the most important thing, we talk about forgiveness. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. No matter what happened, forgive yourself. Your life, your destiny is in your hands. Regardless to whatever happened in your life, you have the power. You have the control to right now make a difference and change that. I jotted down some notes when I was talking to people today. And I was remembering my friend taking the pills past, a young man, that just didn't get the help that he needed. Your physical health and your mental health, if you don't have those, you have absolutely nothing. So it's so important for you to take care of yourself. You will feel a lot better. And when you start forgiving, when you start trusting, you start opening up, your life will start to change. But if you continue trying to deal with it the way that you're dealing with it and coping and using those other mechanisms that you're using that are not good for you, nothing will change. It will be the same. So I plead with you to take a step. Make up in your mind, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of feeling this way. That I am going to do something. I am going to invest more into me. And I'm going to take control, and I'm going to take my life back, and I'm going to live and be who I was created to live and be. So don't ever think that therapy is crazy for crazy people. It's not. Don't ever think if I admit I need help, people will judge me. People are going to judge you anyway. No matter how it goes, they're going to judge you anyway. Make up in your mind, this is today. This is a time that I'll make a change. Now, am I saying go full speed ahead? Some of you don't believe. So do little things. Take little steps. Reach out to someone. And I know it's hard. I don't want everybody in my business. I don't want to be looked at this way. I don't have the funds. It's too expensive. Mental health care is too expensive. Not receiving mental health care is more expensive. Your life is on the line. You were born to live and live abundant. Take control. Think about it. The dreams that you have, you could be that. Those goals that you have, you can be that. And just know that you are a model to someone. You are a mentor to someone. Someone is looking up to you. This is my role model, good or bad. And just know this, you have a choice. Whatever happened in your life, you have a choice to be bitter or better. I pray you choose to be better. I am going to give the numbers out again for the ones that are struggling and they don't want to talk with just anyone and they feel that no one will understand me or my race or my culture or whatever. 988 Lifeline. You can text 988, you can call 988, or you can go to their website, 988lifeline.org, and they'll help you. And there's also a mental health hotline.org. That phone number is 855-416-5373. Again, today is the day. Make a choice. Make the right choice. Reach out for that mental health. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on Beyond the Surface with Gregory Turner, where healing begins and transformation takes root. Together, we're proving that life's darkest moments don't define us. Victory is already ours. Until next time, stay empowered and remember, all things are possible.